Alrighty, so last night I played a little off stream again, and I got my first level 4 difficulty, Danger 4. That's what it's called, Danger 4. Danger 4 win on the Engineer, which unlocked the Knight. I don't want to play the Hunter yet until I can get maybe some suggestions from people about how to build him. I know how to build him offensively. I can't figure out how to build a defensive build when you can't get HP on this guy. I just don't know how to do it. So I need to watch some streams or have somebody give me some suggestions because I've yet to hear any good tips on how to play this guy. I've only heard people saying, you're doing it wrong. So, Arms Dealer I tried yesterday. He's pretty tough. What's the Streamer do? Plus 3% of your materials per second while standing still. Plus 40% damage while moving, plus 40% attack speed while moving, plus 2 armor for every structure you have, minus 50% materials dropped, minus 1 damage for every 15 materials you have, minus 1 speed for every 30 materials you have. So, while moving, I have damage and attack speed. If I bank materials, I lose damage and speed. But if I stand still, I gain money. This is a weird combination of things. But I get armor for every structure I have. So this seems like somebody I want to play as an engineering build and stand around and let my turrets do all the work. I might give one attempt on this guy because I've never played him. Do I have turret I can start with? Let's start with a turret. We're doing level 1. I've unlocked all the difficulties now. I haven't got a win on difficulty 5 yet, though. On your end, because you have internet cables made out of bamboo. Okay. Alright, so I gain materials if I stand still. And the more materials I have, the slower I get and the less damage I do. Okay. Was that the Chili Con Carne song? What? Alright. I want to go only turrets if I can. Minus range, but plus XP gain. Range won't matter if I go for an engineering build, so sure. Explosion damage, that might be useful if I get, like, screwdrivers. I'm stand right here. Protect me, turrets, while I gain money. Boil him, smash him, stick him in a stew. Oh no, that's from Chili Con Carne. Well, I don't know what Chili Con Carne is, but that is from... That's a Lord of the Rings meme. I'm gonna try to go all in on engineering. I'm gonna be like super greedy and go engineering build, which might be terrible. That's, you know... What's taters, hobbits? Potatoes! Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Surely you've heard that. Is the person who made that called Chili Con Carne? It's originally on a... I don't know. What was that website before Reddit was a thing? I forget what it's called. Regen, armor. So I get armor when I stand still. Let's go for some regen. I'll take that. And if I... So if I bank materials, it's kind of like piggy bank. Early piggy bank would be insane on this guy, I think. No, not 4chan, not Tinder. Or Tindler. I don't know what Tindler is. Newegg or... No, not Newegg. Oh, what was it called? Well, Newgrounds? Something like that? It's called Newgrounds? Where all those Flash games were. Just taking these shots on purpose. I think it was called Newgrounds. Minus harvesting, no. We'll get dodge. It's a wrench, it's great. I'm gonna greed some more. Alright, I need to... Okay, in the middle of my turrets. Yes, surround me, turrets. Protect me. Save me. You know, Newgrounds, good old times? Yeah, way back when, where all the Flash games used to be. Oh god. Oh god. Don't kill me, please. Pick up stuff while trying not to die. That's based on my luck, which I so far have 0 luck. But it is free damage if I ever get some luck. I'll take harvesting. Okay, max HP. You know, lose regen, that's worth, I think. Alright, my turret's over here. Let's hide behind them and stand still. Give me free monies. Did you hear me, chat? I'm a streamer, playing at a streamer. Give me free monies because I sit here doing nothing. Okay, this is not working so well. Turrets aren't doing enough. Grab some money before the thing ends, okay? I was just kidding, and don't give me money. This was a joke. It was a joke. It was a bad joke. Sorry. Engineering or armor? I guess we'll go engineering. Harvesting. Okay, that's good. All right. I don't want to lose armor. Burning spreads. That could potentially be useful if I start. Yes, that turret gives me fire. Yeah, I want to stand by the fire turret. Where's the fire turret? Up here. Protect me, fire turret. While I stand here making money. Or sit here, not moving. I think what I need now is HP regen. So that while I sit here, I get health back when I'm not taking... Well, just get any health back. Got any trees around? See no trees. There's a tree. Alright, we're making some decent money. Does the item I rolled yesterday when I had nuclear launcher help with turrets? The nuclear launcher is just a weapon that... I'll take the speed. It's just a really good weapon. Like, this is just a really good weapon. I should probably take this, actually. Combine 2 of these and get this. Max HP with 1 HP regen sounds like a terrible idea. The worst part about trying to do an engineering build while not playing the engineer is when your turrets all spawn in different places. But this is okay over here. I can hide in this corner. Man, it's hard to stand in one place and not die. What happens when I stand in place? I get... No, I get armor for every structure I have. Okay, it's not... Standing in place just gets me materials. It doesn't actually give me armor or anything. There's an item I can get that gives me armor while I'm standing in place. That's what it is. I got confused with that. Which would be a nice item to get, but I don't have it. Okay. Oh, Rip and Tear you're talking about. Man, my first luck. Rip and Tear works with turrets, yes. It's just any enemy who dies can spawn a make other things die. Cause damage or something. HP is good, regen is good. Alright, spent all my money, but I feel like I needed some upgrades. Where are my turrets? They are all over the place, so let's hang out down here. Hide in the corner and make money. This bazooka was a pretty nice pickup, though. Rocket launcher, I mean. It's no nuclear launcher, but it is a rocket launcher. Whew. Okay, let's go see if I can pick up some stuff without dying at the end of this round. I'm playing as myself. I am playing as myself, yes. None of those are useful. Armor is useful. Speed was probably pretty useful too. Plus dodge minus armor. Harvesting minus armor, okay. Max HP, engineering, yes. Luck, yes. I should have got that one first, oh well. The way the streamer works is that he gets resources standing in one spot but loses them for moving. He doesn't lose resources for moving. Well, I mean, he's not gaining them while moving. He gains damage while moving. He loses damage when he gains materials, though. But you get more materials if you stand still. And the more materials you have, the more you gain while you stand still. It's like interest, I think. I feel like I'm not quite strong enough to stand still as much as I'd like, or my turrets aren't good enough. Alright, max HP is nice, and dodge is also nice. Let's get HP. Yeah, that's great. Let's get the luck first. I'm locking that. Ooh, and I really want that. Those are both really good items. Luck and harvesting before this. Regeneration doubled when at half health. That could be really... That could maybe let me stand around and take damage, because when I get super low, my regen will get super high. Although I have to survive to get that. Oh. Let's go get a tree and hopefully heal. Oh, Jesus. Well, the person on YouTube is going to say, you're taking too many red shots because you're not dodging the shots because you're not doing enough damage. But also, I'm not tanking enough. But also, I'm bad at this game, so, you know. I'm looking forward to those amazing comments. Telling me again how bad I am at this game. But no actual constructive things to tell me what to do different. That's not useful. Crit chance is not useful. Max HP is good. That's a really good weapon. I want that. I'm gonna freeze for that. And also that. You're doing it wrong. What's up, Harold Newman? That's you. Good job. Like a true viewer, that is what you're supposed to say. You're doing it wrong and bad and get good and you're stupid. And so that's how to be a correct YouTube and Twitch viewer. Tell people how badly they're doing, but don't actually give any constructive things to help them be better. Like all those teachers you hated in school, that's what basically you as a viewer are doing when you do that kind of thing. All those teachers that you hated in school, that's basically what they did. God, I can't stand still. This doesn't work. You're bad and you should feel bad. What should I do about it? Well, I'm not here to help you. I'm just here to make you feel bad. No, thanks. Oh, it works. I feel bad. But you also suck at the game. I know, thanks. Okay, I'm going to take the armor. I wonder if it's even worth freezing for this. It's only 1 damage since I have negative range damage and my damage is at negative. But I feel like it's a good enough weapon that it's still worth combining a wrench and getting that. I might be wrong about that. Maybe it's not worth. I'm sure somebody will tell me how it's not the right play at some point. I haven't gotten any items that give me extra turrets either, which kind of sucks because that would give me extra armor too. Every structure I get gives me extra armor. This guy's a little bit like the soldier where you have to stop moving to attack, but in this one you have to stop moving to get money. Ouch. Oh my god. Right, just move and pick up stuff. What did the blue wrench and screwdriver do? The wrenches spawn those turrets that are fighting or shooting. The screwdriver spawns the mines that you see. I'm gonna combine that, I'm gonna get that. I'll lock that in place. Pick up range, I guess. So those blue squares that come up, or X's that become the turrets, that's because of my wrenches. The wrench builds a turret. The screwdriver builds the mines that randomly spawn on this on the map. I'm actually not gonna kill that guy down there because that'll spawn. Okay, well I guess I will kill him. Okay, there's a tree. Move around a little bit. Go back over here, hide behind this turret and hope it can save me. Not looking great. Man, I tried to go engineering, but I did not get that many wrenches, I feel like. Okay, attacks can burn, that can be useful. Do I care about speed? I guess I should probably get speed. Explosion size for minigun, and if I get the explosive wrench, which I will get if I get one more blue. Good armor and engineering, speed and engineering is useful. There's a cap on how many materials you can get from standing still, right? Yeah, cap's at 25. I'm not anywhere close. Which 25 would mean I'd have to bank a whole lot more than I've gotten close to. Because I'm only getting 3. I got at most 8 so far, I think. I basically have to spend no money between waves if I want to do that. And if I spend no money, I'm not upgrading, and I'm probably dying if I do that, so... There. Ooh, good hit with the rocket launcher there. That tree. Picked up some stuff at the end of the round. Luck, engineering, or dodge. Luck, engineering, or dodge. I feel like I need engineering for damage. But luck for finding more items and dodge for not dying would be good as well. Let's go for damage. That would probably get me killed. Damage when I pick up stuff. Engineering, but minus dodge. Get armor, minus speed. Man, I don't know why I can't find any more wrenches, man. Can't find any more wrenches. Trying to stand still and make some money, and I'm dying. Go to the tree, heal me, bro. Ouch. Some heals through here. Let's grab them. All right. I feel like I need more HP regen too if I can get it. More structures, more HP regen, more armor. That is not useful. A red power fist. Is that useful? I don't think so, but that's armor and max HP. Really expensive. Damn it, man. I don't want minus armor. There's HP regen. Minus speed. Where are my damn wrenches, man? Oh god. These guys are just not dying because I don't have enough damage because I can't find any more wrenches. I guess I need to hard roll for more wrenches instead of getting other support things? I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Alright, this streamer seems pretty difficult, so I'm going to wait till I get some people who know the game better who can give me suggestions on that. I'm going to play something that seems more straightforward. This knight seems pretty interesting. I'm going to try the knight. I probably have time for 1 or 2 more attempts. This guy gets melee damage for every armor you get. He has +5 armor. You can't equip ranged weapons. You can only get tier 2 or above weapons. Attack speed modifications are reduced. Harvesting modifications are reduced. So we want armor and melee damage. And things that support that. Let's try the knight. I could go torch. I think there are a couple weapons that benefit from elemental. That would give me elemental and melee to play around with. Although knight with a sword or a spear sounds pretty cool too. Let's go with this. Let's go with the sword. I feel like I've used this weapon not that often. A knight with a sword. He alternates between thrusting and swinging. Giggity, that's what she said. Okay. Melee damage is good. Let's lock that. Armor is attack speed modifications are reduced. Okay. So, okay. I wonder if I should just buy the spear, actually. Spear and sword sounds pretty good. I want to lay down my burden, sword and shield, down by the river to pray. Nice. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Is that the song you're doing? Down by the riverside. I think that's the song you're referencing. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. It's a good song. Let's get some early harvesting. Seems good. Okay. Or maybe you're talking about a different song. I don't know. That's what your song reminded me of, though. This is cool. I like sword and spear build. I feel like a knight. I have been anointed by Her Majesty the Queen. To protect these lands from alien invasions? I guess these are aliens? I'm not exactly sure what we're fighting against. Alright, melee damage. And armor gives us melee damage, right? Yeah, so I need to be taking armor when I get the chance. I don't think I'll lock in melee damage. I have 4 arms. Soon to be 6. I think there's a character you unlock that has 12 weapon slots. That's probably the one I have to get a win on the highest difficulty to unlock, because I don't think I have that one. Somebody talked about doing a run where they had 12 weapon guy, and I don't think I have that one yet. I think the only thing I have left unlocked is win at the highest difficulty level once. Oh, I'll just get flat damage, I guess, and no armor still. I'll take attack speed. Do you have... It's attack... Ah, crap. That's the one that's reduced. Damn it. Alright, misplay. So I want to get... Dodge is okay to get. I was wondering if this guy didn't have, like, had reductions to dodge or something. Motorcycle, and then I'm going to lock both those in. So I got attack speed when I shouldn't have. That was a misplay. When I had other choices that would have been better, I should have gone with just the percent damage. I forgot which thing had negative modifiers for. Negative modifiers are attack speed and harvesting. And I got harvesting earlier too. God damn it. Okay. I can't keep track. So many different characters have so many different modifiers. So, harvesting and attack speed. Screw those things. HP, I guess. This spear turret. I guess I can get engineering. Engineering's not bad, so I'll take a turret. Yeah, I have 1 harvesting. Stupid of me to take that earlier. So that guy on YouTube, he'll rage some more. Tell me how bad I was to get that, but not tell me what I should have done. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about that. It's just stupid that I keep referencing negative YouTube comments. Alright. My weapons are really good though. These weapons feel really strong. Have I gotten any armor yet? Okay, I started with this. I only have the armor I started with, actually. So I need to get armor. I don't think I've been offered a single item or armor upgrade yet. I guess I'll take HP. Any armor? No armor. Guess I'll take speed then. Harvesting we don't get. Minus armor, I don't want. I'll take luck, though. Stick is not. We're not doing a stick build. Although there was one character, like the... Like a... What was he? Like a caveman dude that... He had bonuses to primitive weapons, so I just stacked sticks. You can only get level 2, and I was able to win, at least on the level 1 difficulty on that guy. Am I going to play the 8th balloon game ever again? Balloons TD6? I don't know. Do you want me to? I've been playing this as my filler game because I've been enjoying it. I haven't touched it since I started playing this game. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll take that. Still no armor. Minus luck I don't want, but I do want these other stats. I probably will play it at some point. I've put off deciding what I'm gonna play like seriously next until after I get back from my break at New Year's. I'm not really making any decisions about what game's gonna play next. I've been thinking about what I'll play next, but I haven't made any decisions. I might want to play that Star Wars Fallen Order game. I might want to get further into one of these other indie games. Maybe I'll want to try Cosmoteer. I don't know. I haven't made any decisions. I have choices, but I haven't made any of the decisions yet about what I want to do. What's up, Beta Hunter? Long time no see since yesterday. I know, it's been, seems like it's been hours. How's stream and life going? It's going. Explosion size is not that useful unless I use planks, which I'm not using planks. Any armor. 0 armor. Finally 1 armor. There's some armor. Melee damage and HP is good too. Tier 2 and above weapons, so I should be looking for these guys to upgrade them. That one is glorious. What's glorious? The Jedi Fallen Order game? Or something else? I've heard that game's good, and I've watched some of it. Basically Dark Souls with Jedi. I don't know why I never played it. Actually, I kind of do know why I never played it. I try to avoid playing games that are popular when they're popular. Because I try not to be the, you know, jump on the bandwagon type of streamer. I like to play them later on after the hype has died down, then I can, you know, enjoy it at my own speed, not feel like I'm only getting viewers because everybody's looking for this game right now. Yeah, these, I only have these level 2 weapons, but they seem really strong right now. Maybe because I'm fighting lower level enemies right now. Bloons tower defense is great, Star Wars is boring. Well, I disagree with that, but I respect your opinion. Big speed. Well, there's some luck. Finally, 1 armor. 1 armor? Come on, you can do better than that game. These are not the weapons I want. That's way too early to get that. You keep offering me minus armor. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'll take that. Alright. Piercing damage. I don't think these things get piercing damage. Armor and dodge. Yes, please. Luck. Yes, please. Okay, there we go. I respectfully disagree. Sure. I mean, I haven't played the Star Wars game, but I do not find Star Wars boring. It could be bad, like all of the latest Star Wars movies, but I don't think it's ever boring. It could be ridiculous, make no sense, be horribly written, but I don't think I've ever seen a Star Wars thing that's just a thing that's just boring. Of course, I haven't played a lot of Star Wars games. I feel like there's not been a ton of great Star Wars games. Probably my best memories of a Star Wars game are like Rogue Squadron back in the day on N64 or whatever Nintendo system it was on. There was a Jedi game that I remember enjoying a long time ago. I forget which one it was. KOTOR games are great. This, I don't think. Care about crit chance. I don't care about the minus range damage. You know what? I'll actually take that. And range is not bad. No armor. Play around our weapons more. Alright, luck. Projectiles I don't have. Speed and range. Fine. Crit chance and dodge. For minus range. Sure. Okay. I have a decent amount of luck. I'll take that. Is it possible to become so tanky with armor regen HP that the final boss cannot take you down even if you do very little damage? This will always result in you taking it down. I think I have had one build where I had so much armor and regen that I was able to just stand there and the boss couldn't kill me. I think it was on a character that it was either, might have been the engineer character, because I would just stand behind all my turrets, or some other character that gets a bonus to regen. I think there's some character that gets a really good bonus to regen. I forget which one it is, though. But yeah, I think it's absolutely possible. Depends on probably the difficulty level, if that's possible, because I haven't played the super high difficulty levels very much. So I definitely haven't done what you're describing, getting so tanky that I could stand there and ignore the boss on a high difficulty yet, but I have done it on a lower difficulty. Bull can do that. My run of the bowl didn't get quite that tanky, but I'll believe that. It's a lot of damage. You know what? I am going to take that. There's some armor. Okay. I shouldn't have taken that because that was minus armor, which is minus damage. That was a misplay again. Because losing armor loses me melee damage. Oh well. More noob plays. It's almost like I'm a noob at this game. Chunky. Is a chunky character the one who gets a lot of regen? Might have been that one. I don't have all the characters memorized yet. It's Noobin time. Mighty Morphin Noobin time. That's right. This character seems quite good, though. A character... I feel like any character that rewards you for building tanky stats is really strong. That's why the Hunter seems so bad to me, because it punishes you for taking tanky stats by making max health be reduced. Anything that gives you damage from tanky stats seems like some of the stronger characters from what I've experienced. Okay, Lifestealer regen. Let's go regen, I guess. Ooh, that's a red sword. Unless I want a purple one. Unless I want to combine, get a purple spear for a red. No, let's get a red sword. So 103 becomes 129. Attacks. Oh, attacks faster. Looks like the attack speed goes up with that. I'll have to coupon after. I'm so stupid. Okay, fine. Here, yes. For every plus speed I have, I get damage. Yes, that's worth. Melee damage a crit for minus HP. I think that's worth. This looks like a win to me if I don't royally screw up. Which means probably just get more defenses, because I think my weapons are close to being done. Yeah, and I should get at least a couple more purple weapons, for sure. You asked before, but did not hear an answer. Is there an item limit? Oh, no. I'm sorry, I missed that question. Yeah, somehow I missed that, sorry. As far as I know, there's no limit. I think there are some items that you can only get once. And I think there are some items that if you get twice, there's no benefit to getting it twice. But as far as there are some characters that can't get certain types of items. This guy can't get ranged weapons. There's one, the Bull character can't get any weapons. But I'm pretty sure there's no item limit. Ooh, yes, purple spear. Let's get a red spear. This guy, does he attack faster too? A little bit faster. Ooh, he gets a lot more range as you level up the spear. That's cool. Spear gets range. Sword gets attack speed, it seems like, as you go up the tiers. I feel like I've not gotten nearly enough armor on this character, as I should have. Just try to avoid taking any more negative armor things. and only get positive armor things. Unless something's got some amazing trade-off for the minus armor, like, I don't know. One of those things that gives you damage every round or something, but I don't think any of those are negative armor. I'm not sure. I definitely don't have a lot of trees. I didn't get a lot of any. I don't know if I've gotten any tree buff things. Minus enemies, minus damage. Nah. Keep giving me 1 armor. No, I'm gonna get 15 luck instead of that. Okay, that's good. That. Wave 15 feels a little late for experience gain. I'll do that. I have 1 burning thing. I don't think it's worth spending that though. This game's graphics remind you of the Binding of Isaac. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities to Binding of Isaac. The mechanics are very similar to Vampire Hunters. I'm not exactly sure what you call this genre. Bullet hell, roguelike combat game? I don't know. But it's a fun time killer game, and I haven't got tired of it yet, so. Yeah, NGL, not gonna lie, yeah. I always forget what SMH means. Is that shaking my head? I think that's what it means. You weren't a fan of the Binding of Isaac for rarely ever leaving you satisfied with the endings you were getting for various things you've done. No armor. Okay, luck, I guess. Purple knife. I have a decent amount of luck. That's not bad. No minus armor. SMH is somehow? It is? Are you trolling me? I thought it was shaking my head. Why would you just take out all the vowels and that's somehow? Is that really correct? I thought it was shaking my head. I don't know. It is shaking my head. You are trolling. Okay, thank you. I'm already out of touch enough with the young kids. Don't make it so that now I can't even get the whatever those are called. What do you even call those shortenings? Acronyms, or is there some Zoomer word for it? Or NGL and SMH and all that stuff. You thought of it as somehow? Goodness. Maybe multiple people use it for different things then, which would be crazy. Movement range and attack speed, we get reduced attack speed. I don't think I want to lose a lifesteal just for some range. Cannot buy armor, man. This feels late, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to lose armor. Yes, I'm going to take that. You don't like them either? What, those acronym things? You don't like them? I mean, they're fine. I use LOL all the time, and TBH is what? To be honest. What's one that I use? Oh, BTW, by the way. I like that one. But I feel like there are a lot more than I don't use that I don't know what they are. Because the Zoomers are using them, and I'm a boomer who doesn't know what they mean. Can't believe you even thought you can't believe that even though you despise trolling, you still got to be called a troll. Sorry. Well, if you honestly thought it was somehow, then it wasn't trolling. I honestly don't know the correct answer. I thought it was shaking my head. Maybe it's both. Because I remember seeing that thing where an old lady thought LOL was lots of love. So I will take the armor even though I lose regen and lifesteal. No armor. Okay, I'll take the regen. Chance in range, but I lose armor. Nah. Thick like steel, sure. That's not bad. This is got all good things. You don't like young children and teens. Why? Kids are awesome. Well, except when they're really annoying. But, you know, I would say that about all people. My best friend is awesome, except when he's really annoying, you know. It works with anybody. Kids can be a lot of fun, especially if you're Christmas caroling, because a lot of times kids are really excited to see you Christmas caroling. And some adults act like kids when you start singing songs. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I love carolers. Now, angsty teens. Probably a lot of the trolls that I interact with on Twitch and YouTube are angsty teens. I can definitely agree with you that those are no fun to deal with. Sorry to all you angsty teens out there. Maybe they're the ones who I always respond to and get all, you know, talk about on chat. Man, this person said X, and it's probably an angsty teen. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, one last wave to find stuff. Alright, I'm gonna hold off here. You are an angsty 20s. Okay. Carbohydrate crusading today. Because we're potatoes? Sure, yes. You know, I am disappointed in this game that there's no French fries item. Because the best thing about potatoes is their ability to become French fries. In my totally humble opinion. I don't think there's a French fry item, a single one that I've seen. And I am disappointed. It should be the most OP item in the game. Maybe it is, and I haven't unlocked it yet. There is a spud cannon, though, so that's cool. Losing damage with every single one of these hits I take because of that Triforce of Power I got. Probably was not worth taking. God, I am just not getting any armor choices here. Damage, I guess. Sure. This is my last chance to get stuff. I'd like to get another spear or sword. Okay, I can get another red sword and get that one. Minus knockback. Is that worth the life steal? Probably. Yes, reduced minus attack speed. This is actually a really good item. And lock that in for next game. Damn, missed out on an extra red sword. I probably wouldn't have been able to afford it anyway. Alright, do we have enough damage to actually kill this guy? I feel like we probably do. We're doing in the hundreds of damage there. In the hundreds. Try not to get hit, because if I get hit, I lose damage. Because of the Triforce of Power. Not super high attack speed from these weapons, though. He's gonna start doing his AoE thing soon. There it is. I think we get the kill here. I don't know if I took damage. Oh yeah, we're wrecking him. Dee-doo. Finish him. Nice. GG. Can confirm kids are annoying. You have one 17-year-old. GG cookie time. You know what? I will have one more. Well, maybe a couple more bites of this cookie from Shogi. Double chocolate chunk from Shogi. You know, I prefer... I'm not sure how they do the dough when it becomes a black cookie. I actually prefer the non-black cookie. Maybe because if there's too much chocolate, you don't get to appreciate the chocolate chips themselves. What do we unlock? Plasma Sledgehammer. 25% chance to explode. Well, that's a cool looking weapon. 3,400, 5,400. Oh man, my spears were doing work. Spear more OP than sword, apparently. Alright, we have time for one more run or an attempt or two. Do I want to try to get a level 5 victory to unlock this last thing? And if I did, which character do I think I'd have the highest chance on? Who, for people in chat who play this game, who do you think is the strongest character? So far, Doctor, Engineer, Mage, and Bull have seemed really good. Is Chunky the one that gets crazy amounts of regen? No. You actually think Soldier is the strongest character? Really? I had a hard time with him because you can't move while you're attacking. Go Mage because I already have Black Robe. Alright. I don't know if he's good enough to try to get a level 5 victory, but I actually like the Mage. Because Torch Wand and the Flamethrower all really seem really good on him. Which do I want to start with? This can hit more dudes. We'll maybe do an attempt or two at Mage. Honestly, Mage probably isn't one of the strongest characters because I don't think it has any defensive buffs like a lot of the other characters. But we want to go Elemental. Probably Elemental, damage, attack speed, and then defensive stats. So none of those are super useful. Let's go Armor. I think some of the best things you can get on Mage are actually more of these sausages and snakes. Things that improve your burning seem really good. Actually, Taser felt pretty good before because those will slow things while they burned. Alright, I'm going to go with these 3 weapons. And I'm not going to get turrets unless they offer the burning turrets. What I enjoy about this character is when there's large groups of dudes, you just throw a little bit of fire in there, it all spreads and they all burn. So all you gotta do is like get 1 or 2 attacks into a big pack and then run to something else. I'm gonna get the speed. I'm not gonna do potato thrower. I will get that. Rolls are cheap right now. These are all kind of pick up material. That's okay. I don't think it's worth freezing. And I like damage over time builds in games. One of my characters I played the most in WoW was a Shadow Priest. His mine is damage, but I like the other stats on that. There's Elemental, there's Dodge, there's... Yeah, let's go Elemental. Plus damage, yeah. It's back in the positive for damage. Wand, yes. Chance to attack materials, I do like that. Luck, yes. I do like getting rewarded when I pick up crates, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, Shadow Priest is all about damage over time. That was Shadow Priest and Warrior Tank were my 2 main characters I played at different times in WoW. Or Warrior Tank. Was it Defense Warrior? What's it called? Defense. I played Fury Warrior and whatever the tank one was, like Shield Defense or something like that. It's been a long time since I played WoW. Has anybody in chat played the new expansion? I've been hearing that a lot of people enjoy it. Early harvesting is good, and I don't think there's any negative to getting harvesting on this guy, right? Yeah, okay. This, that. Prot Warrior, that's right, protection, that's what he's called. Thank you. Prot Warrior, that was the one. I was the main tank for our guild way back in Burning Crusade when we were going for our Black Temple raids. That was way back in college. Trying to get our guild that was called, I think it was called Failure, I think was the name of our guild. Trying to get Black Temple Illidan down was part of the reason why I took an extra semester or two to finish my master's degree. Alright, I'll lose life steal for that. So I'll take range here. Oh, engineering is a negative. Okay, I need to not worry about that. Okay, max HP, yes. Yes, more burning. Elemental damage, yes. Care about percent damage minus range. Take it. Must be last year because I look young. Flattery will get you nowhere and everywhere at the same time. Thank you. No, I did not look like this when I was in college. I had hair when I was in college. I looked very different, I feel like, when I was in college. Which was, oh my god, too many years ago, 20 years ago. I graduated in 06. 2006 was when I graduated from college. This is the We're Old People Hanging Out on Twitch channel. Do I have any picture other than, do I have any pictures other than Rand Fabulous? Somewhere. I'm not gonna post them right now. Elemental damage is good. I look like my last name is Walter White, or my whole name is Walter White. Yes, I know. This run is not actually feeling that good. Like, I feel like I want to kill those pods when they spawn because they become really big, annoying, scary dudes. I feel like this run is not nearly as good as the last time I played the Mage. Which I got a like level 3 or 4 win on, I think. This is also my first attempt to ever go for the highest difficulty, so I will probably get wrecked. I think the highest difficulty adds a second boss on the final wave, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's correct. Old people hanging out on Twitch, accurate. You just hit 40 this year. That's right. Welcome to the old people club. Alright, I'll recycle that to get that. I'll get that. Do I care about that? I don't think I want the minus attack speed. Yes, trees die in one hit. Yes, harvesting. Melee damage and max HP. I don't care about the melee damage. Is it worth just for the max HP? I don't think it is. The damage for the range, I think, is worth though. The older you get, the higher the age is for somebody you consider to be old. Hey, thanks for the 6 months, Stellaris. Appreciate that. I am doing well. Hope you're having a great holiday season. What is 40 considered? 40 is considered like middle-aged, right? But to a teenager or somebody in their 20s, 40 probably sounds pretty old. To me, 50 or 60 sounds pretty old. 40, even though I am that, kind of does seem kind of old too. Yeah, I'll take that again. Remove some speed of the enemy. I think I like that. I feel like I'm not getting that much elemental damage. Let's go dodge. More luck. Dodge for armor is probably worth. Incendiary turret, yes. It applies the burning. Heals for 1 with each shot. Is that worth it? Since I have negative engineering, I'm reluctant to get that. But any amount of healing is probably good. I'm going to get this because harvesting and luck will be good for a few. The neighbors just need to have some kids that end up on your lawn so you can yell at them and then you're set. Right. When you're yelling at the kids' neighbors, or the neighbors' kids to get off your lawn, you know you have become old. Oh, my speed is really low. I think I just went into the negative on speed. Thankfully, we slow them. But the problem is we have to hit them to slow them. So the guys who have not been hit are too fast. I need some heals. Where is that heal turret I got? Oh, I didn't buy it yet. I think I froze for it. Ouch. Okay, that I got wrecked. Wave 9 was the bad time to get minus speed. Alright, we're going to do one more attempt. You're 33 and you feel old sometimes. Something old people always say is you're only as old as you feel. So, you know, take with that what you will. We get more enemies, we can get more stuff from them, right? I don't know if that's actually something I should go for, though. More enemies equals more loot, potentially. And this higher difficulty probably shouldn't do that, I don't know. Depends on the build. If I have good AoE, more enemies is probably good. I have some salt jumping on my dispenser. Oh, you're right. Nice. The dancing salt. Early harvesting and early luck I feel like are really good. Coupon is nice. That. Want that, so I'll get that next. Alright, we got some good weapon upgrades there. Which is nice. It'd be crazy if I got a level 5 win on this character before I could even get a level 1 on the frickin' hunter. I swear I cannot figure out the hunter. If anybody in chat, I feel like I keep asking this and nobody ever gives me good suggestions. If anybody in chat has suggestions how to play the hunter who has reduced max health, I will take your suggestions. What stats do you build on the hunter? I would love to know. Wand, elemental, HP. I have yet to get a win on the hunter, and I cannot figure out what stats to build. I've tried building every defensive stat except HP, and I still just don't have enough health. I try to build health even though I get reduced health, and it feels like my money's wasted and I just still don't have enough health. Maybe I should try to go pure damage and ignore all defensive stats, or get a mix of something, but I don't know what that mix is. I don't want to lose dodge for HP recovered, do I? I think I'm going to cycle that. I don't want that item. Let's get some elemental damage. Yes. Yes. Or with a wand. I don't think I want to plank. I have a little bit of HP regen. I'm going to take that. That might be a debate. Alright. Stay away while we try to regen. Hope there's no ranged characters this round. See if we can get this tree for some healing. Nice. Alright, now we're good. Ouch, right as I run into those guys, I say, we're good. Ouch. Heal me, bro. Oh, I need some speed. Have I already tried armor? There's only, that's one stat. Just armor is not the answer. Just armor is not... I don't think you've played this game, have you, Inan? I'm not going to take the max HP. Suggestions I am hoping for are something like try stacking armor and health regen while focusing on a certain type of damage, because the hunter gets bonuses to crit, he gets damage from range. So I don't know if I should be going for a melee build or if I need to go by just whatever weapons I happen to run into. Like, it's like saying in FTL, have you tried getting your shields upgraded? That's only a part of the answer. You played it for 69 hours straight, so you're trolling. Okay, great. Let's get some speed. That's what I want. I don't want any of those items, I don't think. I don't actually have ranged. But range damage is negative, so I think that just for the elemental is not worth. But have I? Have I tried armor? Yes, I've tried armor. That's a really good weapon. Is it worth in this build to get it? I think it is. Yes, I've tried armor. I've tried armor with many different other things with it, but I would like more than just I should get armor. Is this a horde wave? No, it's not. We just have these guys that spawn. Ouch. Oh man, I didn't stop that guy from spawning. I think I might be about to die. Those damn things are spawning on the other side of the screen and I never get to them in time. Have I tried in a box? Have I tried it with a fox? Oh. I haven't taken Dr. Seuss's recommendations. Okay, elemental damage. Great. Crit and dodge. Yes. Burning spreads. I already have that. You start with one of these. This is one of the items I was talking about that I don't think getting a second one does anything, right? Because if burning spreads, it's going to spread. It doesn't matter if it spreads again, right? I think it's worth getting more sacred sausages because we're more likely to start the burning, but I don't think it's worth getting multiple snakes. We'll get the elemental damage, but lose dodge. I think no. Oh, you don't have to apologize for trolling. In and I expect it of you. You are #1 troll who doesn't seem to be malicious about it. Okay, I prefer if I have more burning stuff, and I feel like my burning upgrades have not been as prevalent as I would have liked this run. Non-malicious trolling is fine. Malicious trolling and super negativity, those are the things I don't like. Well, this sword seems to be doing some pretty good work. The thunder sword. Thunder, thunder, thunder sword! Dodge, speed. Okay, I like all of these. Which do I want the most? Dodge. Minus elemental damage. Damn. Ooh, that's a purple wand, though. I could get a red wand right now if I wanted. 32 times 4 at 0.78 cooldown. 34 times 5, 0.7 cooldown. I could combine those if I want to. I'll get some range there. HP from consumables, I think I like that. Sometimes I'm not sure. I think it's almost always better to keep uncombined weapons unless you're adding another weapon. So I think it's better to have 2 purples than to have 1 red. I don't know if that's 100% true. It's probably situational, kind of like, is flat good? Yes, but do you always buy it? Usually, but not always. Probably one of those things. Oh my god. Pretty good AoE we got. I'm not sure if it's good enough. Actually, the real question is my defense good enough here? Like my regen and ways to get health back. I'm trying to push my way to the right to go get some of those heals. Right there and right there. Sorry, I can't look at chat right now. Nice. Sorry, I picked up some items. Very nice. Well, not items, but materials. I think I need more armor. Positive trolling, that's right. Malicious is your second name. Well, you misspelled your second name then. Hey, thanks for the gifted subs, Stellaris. Appreciate it. I don't want to lose armor. More elemental damage. Anything here? Regen or lifesteal, maybe? Okay, I will combine these to get a blue wand. Max HP, even though I lose regen. Probably worth. Coupon, yes. Torch combines. Range, yes. I don't have space for that. I'll take the regen. I could combine these. Get a purple torch and another wand. You know what? That might actually be worth it. I'm going to do that. I think we have an elite wave at 12 or a horde wave or something. I need to be checking the bottom right of my screen between waves. It tells me what waves are coming up. I don't know if that'll change any way I play, but maybe I'll be prepared. Maybe. I feel like my burning is not spreading as much as it's supposed to be. There's an item that makes burning apply faster. That's another good item that I feel like this character needs that I haven't gotten yet. This run. I saw it last run when I wasn't playing a burning build. Well, not last run. Last character I played. Pick up the things. Okay. Malicious is M-A-L-I... M-A-L-I-C-I-O-U-S. So, you almost spelled it right. It's just an A instead of an E. At least in the English that I know. Sorry, I'm being a grammar Nazi. Melee damage, dodge. I don't love any of these. The elemental, I guess. Minus armor, but plus dodge. Just for the HP. Ah, there's the burning. Activates faster. Reroll. It's probably worth the dodge there. Those are not great stats. More... You know what? Knockback could be pretty useful here. Brave of me to assume that Nazis know grammar. There's a great, God, I forgot to look at the bottom right again. I keep forgetting. There's a skit I've seen on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere where it's like, it's about grammar Nazis. It's pretty funny. I don't know if y'all have seen that one. Where it's a guy interviewing a guy a Nazi interviewing a guy, asking if he's hiding any Jewish people, and the guy answering keeps using improper English, and the Nazi keeps correcting him. Pretty funny, actually. As funny as a skit about Nazis can be, I guess. You're trolling about the spelling of malicious. Wow. That's some in-depth trolling, or very niche trolling you got going there. Plus luck for minus regen. My luck is pretty low. Armor. I have nothing to combine, right? Alright, so we lose this one, so that was a little bit of a waste. I don't know if I care about that. Less armor, more dodge. Flamethrower. I want that. I want that very much. What's doing the least amount of damage? 3,000... Okay, this torch is doing the least. Okay. Beautiful. I think I already have a couple baby geckos, don't I? Maybe that was last run. Okay, we'll take that then. Okay, Horde Wave on 12. We have a Horde Wave. I'm not sure what that means, but I assume it means a lot of enemies. Probably even a horde of them. I think Flamethrower is about the best weapon you can get on this character if you're going for, you know, elemental damage stacking, and you get a bunch of burning upgrades. Because it just applies burning so quickly, I believe, in an area. That is a lot of dudes. Run through the middle and pick up stuff and not die? Okay. If you're trolling, it isn't meant to be malicious. Thank you. -1 range damage to chance to heal. Yes, that's worth. Armor, HP. I'm at 4 armor. 44 HP. Health, I guess. Pickup range, sure. Does that combine? No. Elemental damage and HP regen, yes. Max HP, yes. Piggy bank, I don't think I want that. This only does 1 damage. Does anybody know if turrets and landmines that you get as items count as attacks that can apply burning? These are the mechanics that I'm still unsure of. Anybody in chat know? Does a landmine exploding have a 25% chance to apply burning to everything it explodes on? Anybody know? I feel like there's not enough knowledge about this game. Nobody seems to know. That's a rocket launcher. Explodes, but I don't think it's good for our build, since it's literally 1 damage hitting everything. Alright, Elite Wave will be on 14, so that's next wave. Oh man, I got hit by all that. Is there an unlimited mode? Like unlimited waves? Not that I know of. I'm playing on the highest difficulty and it's always 20 waves as far as I know. Maybe they'll add something like that. This game is still in early access, which is another kind of great thing about it, is how much fun it is for it being early access. I think I'm dead. Oh, if these trees can heal me, maybe. Holy shnikes, I'm alive. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's worth if it can't apply fire. Seems like characters that need specific builds have a rough time. Seems like I'm having to burn a lot of resources re-rolling. I think one thing that I sometimes don't do is re-roll enough. I'm trying to actually re-roll more often, so I'm not just banking. Because if anything that's up here is not giving me stats, so. Although, if I get padding, every 100 materials does give me stats. So if I do this, how much health will I have? 62. If I spend under... So if I get this, I'll still have 3 extra HP. Okay. Shnikes, what is that? That's a word that Chris Farley says in... Oh my god. Oh my god, why are there so many of these things? In like either Tommy Boy or one of those movies that he's in with David Spade. I think he says shnikes. Black Sheep or Tommy Boy. I think it's in one or both of those movies. And one of my friends in high school used to say it all the time, so I just randomly started saying it on stream to avoid saying other harsher words. Oh goodness. Trying to avoid the elite dudes. Rest in peace, Chris Farley, by the way. Oh, God. Oh, God. Gotta heal there. Ow. Well, I couldn't pick up any stuff, but I'm alive. Yeah, it's from Tommy Boy. It rolls off the tongue well, it does. Oh, I think I'd rather have attack speed over damage because attack speed will apply the burning more often. I don't know if piercing projectiles will help me that much. When an enemy dies, okay, I'll get that. Well, it's the furthest I've gotten on a level 5 difficulty, but I have a feeling we're not going to be tanky enough. I have a feeling. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna kill my mage now. Sorry, that was a stupid song. I feel like our damage is decent, but I'm not sure if my damage or my tankiness are anywhere close to good enough to win this with my lack of skill in being able to dodge as well as I need to. So many things are spawning. Shoot projectiles. That was one of good old 2000 songs. Best there ever was. That Black Eyed Peas song. Cycle. I'm gonna take the luck and hope we can get some really good things here at the end. Elemental for max HP. I guess. Some range I feel like would not be bad, actually. I'll take some range. And negative lifesteal. HP and HP regen I do like. One more reroll. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna lock that in. If I buy it now, man, I get a red thunder sword if I do. I'll buy the wand to get another red wand. Crit and dodge. Mainly, I'd only want that for the dodge. Crit is not useful, really. Let's hope we live to get a red thunder sword. I feel like the higher difficulties are you need to be so OP that stuff doesn't get near you, or you need enough lifesteal regen to ignore occasional hits. Armor seems harder to build around. I don't know. From what I've experienced, it feels like stacking only one of any offensive or defensive stat is usually not enough. It feels like you gotta have some mix. Unless you have a character that, like, has minus 100 to armor or something. Feels like you need to have... You can focus one, but I never feel like a character I want to have negative dodge or negative armor. I feel like I always want to keep it at least neutral while building something else. But I don't know, that's probably character dependent too. So right now, if I had more armor, these hits that I'm tanking wouldn't be doing as much damage as they're doing. But we are alive. Perhaps with range, pierce, and damage, you could just nuke everything so fast it never reaches you. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to build. Trying. Go more regen. So I currently regenerate 1 HP every about half a second. Problem is every bonus has a negative, so if you try to balance, then you're trying to mitigate all those negatives, whereas if you focus, you essentially have a dump stat. Yeah, but the problem is if you, like, dump armor and go into the negative, you start taking more damage when you get hit. And that's... So there is a punishment for playing... having too much of a dump stat. Like right here, is this worth? The start of the wave is the least scary, and that's a lot of HP regen. I kind of want to get this. Is armor universal damage reduction or do some attacks ignore? I'm pretty sure it's universally everything you get hit by does this % less damage. So I think it's universal. And if you go in the negative, it says you take % more damage. I'm going to take that. That might be a bad play, but I'm going to take it. And hope I can regen fast enough at the beginning of waves. Our regen's looking pretty good. I'm kind of trying to focus regen and dump lifesteal. So I feel like I'm kind of doing what you said, Nietzsche, but not with dodge or armor. Those are the two... I feel like you could maybe make dodge a dump stat if you don't mind having 0% dodge, because I don't think negative dodge is like negative armor where you take more damage. Armor feels like the stat that you can't dump. Because when it's negative, it's actually actively getting you killed faster if you're taking any amount of damage in, right? Ow. Oh my god, ouch. A lot of stuff I would have liked to pick up there. Imagine starting to have a chance to get hit twice. Okay. Cycle that. This guy does 1 damage, that's not useful. I just, like, I don't want to take any negative armor or dodge right now. Burning goes faster, I think, is useful. Attack speed. More HP from consumables. I'm gonna spend all my money right now, although that does make me lose some max HP. Projectiles bounce. I think that is very good. That affects my wands, which I have 3 of. Does the flamethrower bounce? Tyler the driver, why are you an item? You're an awesome item. If I wasn't playing a mage build. I think we're gonna die. I'm hoping this bouncing... This is an elite wave. I'm hoping these bouncing things will be worth the damage I just lost. I think I'm dying this wave, though. So we got like a mini boss coming at us right now. And so many things are charging at us. I just took a 22 damage hit because I had 4 armor. 22 damage hit. That's why I don't think you can ignore armor. Not that I was ignoring it, but I wasn't. I don't know, man. If I dodged the hit, it would have been fine. Man, that was the, looks like it was worth it. Well, I don't know. Even if I didn't take that, I probably would have died. It was minus 35% damage. I think that was worth. I think the sad tomato was probably not worth. It started at the half health. All right, well, that's all the time I have because I have about 45 minutes before I got to get ready to go sing. So, my friends, I hope y'all enjoyed. We did get one Brotato win in. We have almost every character unlocked. We have one guy to unlock, and I got 3 characters that I haven't won with. Well, 4 plus this one. So, as I always say, thank you all for all the support. Bits, follow, subs, give subs, lurking, hanging out, all that stuff. Next week, I will have a more normal schedule because I only have a few gigs next week. And then I'm going to take a week off. Just a final reminder for you all. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Again, thank you for all the support. Thank you to Shogi for the cookies. Thank you for anybody who gifted subs or subbed or lurked or hung out or followed or bidded or any of that stuff. So I hope you'll have a great rest of your weekend. And Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, isn't it? Yeah. So Merry Christmas Eve and Christmas. I will see you all on Monday probably. So peace out. Happy gaming. Enjoy the sea shanty. We'll see you all next time. Have a great night, my friends.